Let's plan and do some goal setting for May together. This planning session will be something simple, busy friendly, and easy to prep. This is week 2 of the Back to My Notebook series, where I'm challenging myself to return to using a notebook for everything from to do lists to journaling and really just keeping track of life. Let's begin. So, there are going to be 2 parts to this video. The first one is going to be April in review, and then the second part is going to be planning for May. What I'm using today is going to be my A5 notebook. It's lined, I don't have the dotted ones. It honestly doesn't really matter for me. Then I have a simple ballpoint pen. I also have my newly launched undated monthly calendar sticker. I'll be using Google Calendar to actually be putting events into my notebook, and then I'll be using colored pencils to easily just add some more color. I'm not really going to be drawing or anything like that, but I do just like to see a little bit of life on the page. So with this April in review, all I'm doing is first going in and just reflecting on the month. For me, it went by so fast and yet so slow at the same time. It really felt like I lost the reins on life, and life was just dragging me along. I did not have control of what was going on, and I was just letting life pass me by. So, like, for example, I was working a lot, but play or free time didn't recharge me as much as I needed it to. And I really felt like I was in a hamster wheel. I also had to set some hard and difficult boundaries, but I did find freedom and peace after that, and I'm kind of just grieving and healing from the situation as well. But a couple fun things though. My husband taught me how to install an outlet, so the things that you plug your big items into, like your computer, that they're in the wall, they look like little rectangles. So that was fun and interesting. We closed on a new home. Hopefully we'll be moving in soon, and then I got to sit in a kayak for the first time. It was actually from a prop at church service, talking about relationships, but it was still fun nonetheless. And honestly, it was a very difficult month, but for May, I'm going to do what I can to make it better. Along with the just general reflection of April, I'm also including 3 things that I'm grateful for. 3 things that actually went well this month, and 3 things that I want to improve for next month. It can be easy to fall into just a groove of negativity, so I'm trying to at least find some light. And honestly, I'm kind of winging this. April in review. I've never done something like this, but it was really nice to be able to get my thoughts onto paper, and doing that just really helps to organize whatever's swirling around up there in your brain, and there's evidence on the paper that you actually lived it. Now on to part 2 of this video, which is going to actually be planning for May. So I'm going to be using my monthly sticker for this. Right now I'm just using my calendar sticker and just kind of measuring it out on the page to see where I want it to land. And now I'm just unpeeling it from the backing. The color of the paper of my notebook is not a perfect white or a super bright white, so there is a difference, but I really don't mind. And then now I'm just going in with a colored pencil to just write in the month of May. Now, if you are interested in picking up a sticker like this, you can go ahead and check out the link in the description. So I made this sticker to be able to save time when planning and writing in my journal. And then I also wanted the option to customize and make it somewhat artsy if I had the time, the energy, and really the mood. I'm not very skilled in drawing or doodling or anything like that, but sometimes just having even a rough doodle or having that customizable option really does make a difference in adding life to the page. My goal with this is to keep it simple so that you can really just focus on planning. Without this sticker, you'd have to really just draw the lines in manually. I've done that. I've used templates for that, and it really gets tedious. So just having a sticker I can just peel off and just plop in the notebook, just stick and go, really does save a lot of time and effort. Now, what I'm doing right now is just putting some events that I know are going to be happening throughout the month. For example, tennis, or I go to a crochet group every other Thursday. And then right now I'm just kind of coloring a little bit. There's not really much of an order. The same events, I color the same color, but everything else is just kind of for decoration. And these are not coming from my head. I'm looking at Google Calendar as I'm doing this on my computer so that I can just transfer everything over. Now I'm going to assign a word to this month and hopefully future months as well. I chose the word lively for what I want May to be. My thought process behind this, especially as I was planning this video, was that April was really drab. I was in my head a lot, and I was not able to engage with the outside world like I used to, and honestly in the way that I needed to. I want to experience life and continue to be consistent with Notes in Progress, the channel and the website and the store. And I also just want to keep moving in my stationery projects. I just want more color in life. And it's fitting that I'm using such bright spring-like colors. It's quite representative. I wasn't thinking too much about that as I was doing it, but it turned out awesome. Now I'm in the goal setting phase for May. It's kind of different how I did it. My first thing was to tackle what can I do to make May more lively than April. So a couple of things that I added here was to schedule one non-productive or obligatory joy this week. So what I mean by this is like trying something new and random, like going to a coffee shop and trying a new item on their menu that I haven't tried before. And I also challenged myself to make a note on how the experience went, I guess in future tense for when I do accomplish this. Another goal is to schedule a picnic with my husband outside at the park. It's pretty simple, but just being in a different setting and eating together is something that it really makes a big difference. Like we went to Topgolf earlier this week for a date night, and it knocked me out of the hamster wheel, and it was something that I was looking forward to all day, and I hadn't experienced something like that all of April. So I want to do more of those and have those scheduled so that I do have something to look forward to outside of work. And then finally, under the orange tab, these are my objectives. These are things that I can control. These are things like continuing to work the plan that I have set out for the Notes in Progress channel, and staying consistent. And it's also a little, I have just little challenges on here. They're almost like adventures or video game objectives. Like one of them is spend less than $50 on my fast food budget for the month because I really went over in April. To be fair, there were a lot of emergencies. And I decided to just kind of color the headlines in the April in review over here. So yeah, again, if you do want to grab the undated monthly sticker for yourself, go ahead and check out the shop below and you can grab it. Thank you so much. I'm Steph, and this is Notes in Progress.